Hi, my name is Meg Moranis. I'm the voice of Diets Are Fattening, and today we're going to talk about what the true life differences are between actually being a healthy thin mentality person and being a diet mentality person. But I want to tell you first that if you would like to join our private Facebook group that is specifically focused on the workbook, please do. Search on Facebook, Diets Are Fattening workbook. And you must have the workbook to join the group because we're all trying to be on the same page. And this is going to be kind of a deep dive into actually going through the workbook week by week. This is something I did about a year ago. It was really successful, and I'm bringing it back. And I just created a special group just for that. There's also just dietsarefattening.com on Facebook, a regular private group that you're welcome to join no matter if you have the books or not. And then we're also on Diets Are Fattening, just regular Facebook. That's a broader page. And of course we have a website, dietsarefattening.com. So just want to let you know that in case you're interested. So today, these are just, I have a little printout here from our website, and there's a blog on it that talks about the real life differences between being a healthy thin mentality person and being a diet mentality person. And it's actually formatted as a little quiz, but I'm just going to kind of go over them really quickly and kind of point you to what the obvious answer is. They'll be obvious in time. If you stick with me, you'll get it. So 1, you lose weight and your weight remains stable for decades. That's a healthy thin mentality person. That's not a dieter. If you're a dieter, you know darn well it's up and down, up and down, up and down. When you get your healthy thin mentality going, you are a stable, happy weight, and you never have to worry about it again, I promise. 2, you devote time every day to evaluating your food choices. That's a dieter. A dieter obsesses over what I'm going to eat to make sure that if you're on a diet, that it's the proper thing and it's going to really be perfect eating and you're going to lose weight with this. Or conversely, actually, if you're not doing that, you're going the other way and just eating randomly because you're, well, I'll be on a diet soon, so right now I'm just going to eat whatever. That up and down, that's a diet mentality. A healthy thin mentality is not like that at all. You are keyed into your body and what you need, what you crave, and if you are hungry or not, which of course is the only reason to eat. 3, you weigh yourself to see if you're doing okay. Absolute diet mentality. With a healthy thin mentality, you don't weigh yourself because that number does nothing for you. Think about it. I've got a lot of talk. I talk a lot about why you should get rid of the scale. And I think some people are like, oh, well, then I'll just blow up. No. If you have your healthy thin mentality in place, then you understand that the scale is actually an impediment because it disconnects you from the only reason to eat or not eat, which is hunger. And if you have that scale in your head, you're eating or not eating based on what that number was that morning. You know it's true. 4, you eat foods based on how they make your body feel. That's a healthy thin mentality. Yes, healthy thin mentality people notice what foods make them feel good, and they don't worry about what anyone else says. They go, this food makes me feel good, and I'm craving it, and I'm going to eat it and enjoy it. Also, with the healthy thin mentality, some foods you may find short-term make you feel good, but later on in the day, you don't feel good. What does a logical person do? They go, wow, that's kind of a short-term, I like it, but long-term, I don't feel good. So you don't eat it, right? It's very logical to you taking care of you and noticing what works. 6, you don't weigh yourself, or you weigh yourself just occasionally. That's a healthy thin mentality person. I weigh myself when I'm at the doctor, period. And I used to be a person who weighed myself every day, at least once. And I'm telling you, that's crippling you because it disconnects you from your body. When you have a healthy thin mentality, you don't need the scale because you're listening to hunger. If that seems revolutionary to you, I understand. It did to me too. Just stick with me. I promise. It's so normal. It's so logical. And remember years ago when people weren't so heavy, there weren't scales all over the place. You have a closet full of clothes that fit. Healthy thin mentality. Getting dressed in the morning is a pleasure, not frustrating. Healthy thin mentality, because even when you're a dieter and you're in your thinner stage, you're stressing. You're always stressing. And again, this page and my message is for dieters. It's for people who've been dieters and know the angst of up and down, have had success losing weight, but have gained it back over and over and over again, like I did. 9, you are influenced by others when you are deciding what to eat. Obviously, that's a diet mentality. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. This is you taking care of you, right? This is you taking care of you, listening to your body. Nobody else can. So whatever your friend or your mother or your husband or your boyfriend or your sister, that's irrelevant. It's in here. What do I need right now? And respect that. 11, you eat, I skipped 10. 10, you eat when you're hungry and delay eating anymore till hunger returns. Okay, that's the main tenet of a healthy thin mentality, of course. 11, you eat breakfast because you are trying to avoid being hungry. Satisfying hunger is one of the best things one of the best pleasures you can have all day. Why would you avoid being hungry? I love it when I get hungry because I'm like, oh wow, now I get to eat something and it's going to be so delicious. My taste buds will light up. Hunger is your friend as long as you have the means to solve it with good food. Hunger is your friend. It's a gift, right? It's like your sex drive. It's a drive that's enjoyable. So enjoy it, right? 12, you love being hungry because then you can have the extreme pleasure of eating something you love. Okay, well, I did just say that, right? Obviously, healthy thin mentality. 13, you use little chemical packets containing who knows what to sweeten your coffee instead of a little sugar because you think that those packets are more healthful than 1 or 2 16-calorie packs of sugar in your coffee, right? Come on, guys. Those little packets containing who knows what, you couldn't pay me to eat them because all the if you just Google what's in these and how really studied they are, you will find the answer is not very well. And I've had many people I respect in science tell me that especially NutraSweet pickles the brain. Okay, I used to be a huge Diet Coke drinker. And it's funny because once you get off of it, you realize it really does not taste good at all. You get used to it like you can get used to a lot of crummy things in life. Don't do it. Get rid of that. Have a little sugar. A little sugar does not hurt you. When you are a dieter and you binge on sugar, you feel bad. Yes, of course, because you're binging on it. But with the healthy thin mentality, sugar in small quantities, because that's what you crave, is actually a beautiful thing. If this message is helping you, please help me by sharing, subscribing, because I'm trying so hard to get this message out there. And I'm doing this because it is completely the best thing you can do for yourself in terms of food and eating and taking care of your body to get your healthy thin mentality strong. I promise you'll be so glad you did. So again, please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it so much. And come join either one of our private Facebook groups or both. We'd love to have you. Thanks, and I will see you soon.